Jacob Marley was dead. There was no doubt about that.
All right, folks, if we could just move in a little closer.
This chill is really setting in.
The funeral director, a man in a slightly ill-fitting charcoal suit, adjusted his tie. He'd done more elaborate funerals for guys who defaulted on their second mortgages. Mr. Marley, after all, had been a fixture in the city's financial district, partner to the notorious Ebenezer Scrooge. Yet here they were, a pathetic handful shivering near the open grave.
Ought there to be more given the reputation?
The pastor, his voice amplified by a cheap portable speaker that crackled in the damp air, found his words swallowed by the vast, indifferent expanse of the cemetery.
Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, to thy hands, O Lord, we commit the spirit of our brother.
He glanced towards the lone stretch limo. Rented for the occasion, not owned.
Come on, MJ, baby. Just one more three-pointer.
Inside, the limo held only the bare essentials. Marley's probate lawyer, anxiously tapping a pen against his legal pad, and a distant cousin of Marley, flown in from Scottsdale on a discount airline ticket, whose only concern was payment to witness the estate's liquidation.
So, based on the preliminary evaluation, looks like most of the assets are tied up in commercial real estate. It's not exactly liquid at the moment.
Right. But there is something, though, isn't there? Something tangible? I mean, I came all this way. The airfare wasn't exactly charitable.
But one man was conspicuously absent. Ebenezer Scrooge, Jacob Marley's former business partner, his sole executor, his only surviving associate, and for all intents and purposes, his sole friend, had he chosen to be. Yet Scrooge was not there.
Oh, Mr. Scrooge. Good to hear from you. We're just at the gravesite now.
Gravesite? Right. Look, cut to adventure. What's the status? Are we cleared to transfer?
Yes, sir, absolutely. Per the partnership agreement and Mr. Marley's final directive, all assets are fully transferable. The liquidation process can commence immediately. We're looking at a seamless transition.
Seamless. Good. And the other party?
His cousin? Barely an issue, Mr. Scrooge. A few minor requests, nothing substantial. They're just here to confirm their presence. Their signature on release forms will be purely procedural.
Excellent. Confirm receipt of the digital transfer documents by the end of business. I want this closed. No loose ends.
Consider it done, sir. We'll wire everything over directly to the usual account.
See that you do. Every dime. Do not waste my time with pleasantries, Finch. You are paid for efficiency.
So, good news then? Are we done here?
Yep. Marley's entire estate is now effectively under Mr. Scrooge's sole control. As per the contract, Mr. Scrooge will wire your payment in a few days.
Hammond Audio Dramas proudly presents Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Adapted for audio by Gray Hammond. Narrated by Richard Kay. Starring Tommy Lynn and J. Hafa Adai. Featuring the voice talents of Majiq, Wintersyve, Gray Hammond, W.R. Hall Jr., Altaz, J.C. Benedict, MiniTaz, Redhead Redemption, Emma F.A., Natalie Jean, and Nicole Anderson. Directed by Wintersyve. Produced, mixed, and edited by Tommy Lynn.
Far from the somber ceremony, on a cold, raining morning outside of a run-down apartment on the outskirts of the city, Bob Cratchit's day was already well underway. His morning grind began long before the city truly woke, dictated by the unforgiving rhythm of his employer.
Yes. Mr. Malthus? Just confirming Mr. Scrooge's 9 a.m. He's very particular about punctuality. Yes. I appreciate Mr. Marley was more flexible with time, but that was quite some years ago. Thank you. Mrs. Higgins, regarding the Tribeca penthouse, Mr. Scrooge says the deep clean wasn't authorized. Section 3, subsection B. He insists on the original rate or he'll be finding alternative arrangements. Yes. No, I'll pass that along. Have a good day.
Escaping the chill of the morning rain, Bob found a brief welcome respite in the vibrant chaos of the downtown deli on Cedar Street. It was a necessary stop, part of Scrooge's rigorous morning demands.
Hey, Bob!
Thanks, Al.
Well out there, huh?
It's Blackmore. You take the weather here as you get it. Can I get today's paper? Has it been delivered yet?
Today's issue? Right there on the window. What else can I get you?
2 bagels, please. 1 poppy, 1 everything with cream cheese. How much?
With the paper, that will be $7.75.
Maybe just the poppy and paper today, Sal?
That cheapskate boss of yours can't afford it? That's all right, Bob. This one's on me. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Sal. I should still pay you for Mr. Scrooge's, though.
If ever a man deserved charity and pity, I'd say it was him. No charge. Stay bundled up out there, Bob. You look a bit pale. Everything all right with that little fella, Tim?
He's holding his own, Sal. Always fighting. You know?
Ah, Tim. You keep hoping, Bob. Maybe a little bit of good news will find its way to you, huh?
Thank you, Sal. Truly. You're a good man. Good morning. I'm here to finalize the transfer of the property located at 215 Elm Street from the Bright Path Foundation to Scrooge and Marley Incorporated. I have the signed documentation here.
Another one bites the dust. The Bright Path Foundation, huh? Or they were struggling to renew their lease. Shame. Good people there. Did a lot for the community, especially for those who couldn't afford proper care.
Black coffee, no sugar, no milk, extra hot, please.
Got it, Bob. Your usual.
Mr. Cratchit, hi. Are we going to school today?
Bob, good morning. So glad to see you. I'm so glad to see your Tim is back in class. We were so worried. He's been missed. My little one here was asking about him every day.
Yes, he's back. Past few weeks were really scary, but they're doing much better now, thankfully. Thank you for asking.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Here, let me get you coffee, Bob. Our treat. Consider it a welcome back Timmy coffee.
Oh no, please. That's really not necessary.
Nonsense. Please. We're just glad he's well.
Cratchit, are these figures correct for the Lexington Avenue property? It seems we're carrying an unnecessary deficit in tenant amenities.
They are the latest figures received yesterday night, Mr. Scrooge.
And my breakfast? Was it retrieved precisely as ordered? The pastry warm? The fruit crisp?
Yes, Mr. Scrooge. Delivered to the office kitchen just as you specified.
Good.
And your bagel, Mr. Scrooge, fresh from the bakery.
And the coffee? Your usual lack of sugar and milk, I trust. And scalding hot? Don't tell me you dallied.
It's here, Mr. Scrooge. Black. No sugar, no milk. Extra hot. I just picked it up.
The briefcase on the passenger seat. Is it organized and open to the murder documents as instructed? I don't want to waste a second once we arrive.
Yes, sir. Fully organized, open to the precise section you requested.
Excellent. Lastly, the Bright Path Foundation, the City Hall records? Confirm the transfer is fully finalized. No lingering bureaucratic nonsense.
The property at 215 Elm Street is officially recorded under Scrooge and Marley Incorporated.
Good! Yes, that's a burden lifted, wouldn't you say, Cratchit? A struggling enterprise finally put to rest. Efficiency, Cratchit. That's what this firm thrives on. Now, proceed. And do try to avoid any unnecessary bumps in the road. My digestion is delicate this morning.
The sleek sedan cut through the city's arteries, carrying the two men, one oblivious in his power, and the other silently bearing the weight of his duties. Soon, the vehicle pulled up to the towering, austere building, Scrooge's domain, a fortress of finance, where the day's true work and its cold calculations were about to begin. Despite the building's imposing exterior and grand lobby, the offices of Scrooge and Marley Incorporated were surprisingly modest. Stepping off the elevator, one was immediately met with a small, unassuming reception area. It was a little more than a front window office, dominated by a functional, if slightly cramped desk that belonged to Cratchit. Beyond this main space, a small narrow hall curved behind Cratchit's desk, leading to Scrooge's private, utilitarian kitchen and bathroom. Further down the passage lay the inner sanctum, Scrooge's personal office. The air throughout clung to you, cool and unwelcoming. Not the biting chill of the wintry rain outside, but a pervasive, almost calculated coldness. A testament to Scrooge's relentless efforts to save every possible cent on his energy bill. It is here that Cratchit and Scrooge spent most of their days, and for several hours, Cratchit worked in silence, tallying up accounts received, filling their receipts.
A very Merry Christmas, Bob. A very Merry Christmas.
Mr. Fred. Merry Christmas to you too, sir.
And how is my dear Uncle Ebenezer this fine Christmas Eve? Is he still counting every coin?
He's particular, sir. As always. Shall I announce your arrival?
No, Bob. Don't trouble yourself. I'll go surprise him.
A very Merry Christmas, Uncle Ebenezer. A very Merry Christmas.
I'm back.
And what right do you have to be miserable? You're wealthy enough.
What else can I be when I live in a world full of imbeciles like this? Merry Christmas. What's Christmas to you but a time to pay off more credit card debt you can't afford? All to celebrate a year where you find yourself another year older but not a dime richer. If I had my way, every idiot walking around with happy holidays on their lips would be slow roasted in their own ovens with their cheap holiday hams and buried with a candy cane shoved through their ignorant hearts.
Uncle!
Nephew, celebrate Christmas your own way and let me ignore it in mine.
Ignore it? But you don't even ignore it. You actively despise it.
Then let me leave it alone then. Much good it does you. Much good it has ever done you.
There are many things from which I might have gained something good, even if I haven't directly profited. Christmas is among them. I've always thought of Christmas time when it comes around as a good time. A kind, forgiving, generous, pleasant time. The only time I know of in the entire long year where men and women genuinely open their hearts to others and think of people less fortunate as if they truly were fellow travelers on this journey and not some separate species on a completely different path. And therefore, Uncle, even though it's never put a single dollar or any amount of gold in my pockets, I believe it has done me good and will continue to do me good. And I say, God bless it!
Bravo, sir. Bravo!
Let me hear another sound from you, Cratchit, and you'll keep your Christmas by losing your employment!
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come on, join us for Christmas dinner tomorrow.
As I said, I'd rather be slow roasted in your oven.
With my holiday ham? Please? Why?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love? Good afternoon.
No, Uncle, you never came to see me before I married. Why use that as a reason for not coming now?
Good afternoon.
Why can't we be civil? I don't want anything from you.
Good afternoon.
I'm not asking anything from you.
Good afternoon.
Well then.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas. What can I...
Is Mr. Scrooge available? We would like a word with him regarding an arrangement with Mr. Marley.
I shall never get any work done with all these constant interruptions. What is it? I am not to be disturbed.
I'm sorry, Mr. Scrooge, but there are two young ladies here, sir. They insist it's urgent business regarding Mr. Marley.
Urgent? Of course. Send them in. And God help them if they're selling life insurance.
Two figures entered Scrooge's office. They weren't the jovial, red-faced philanthropists one might expect. One, a woman in a smart, albeit slightly dated pantsuit, carried a sleek leather briefcase. The other, a woman with earnest, tired eyes, clutched a well-worn folder. They looked less like charity workers and more like auditors, but with a palpable undercurrent of quiet determination.
Mr. Scrooge? I'm Eleanor Vance, and this is Sarah Miller. We represent the Hopeful Futures Initiative.
A small foundation, sir, that Jacob Marley had an interest in.
Had an interest. Meaning, he wrote you a check once to get rid of you. Get to the point. My time, unlike his, is still quite valuable.
Mr. Scrooge, Mr. Marley provided annual contributions to our organization. These contributions, though not explicitly tied to anything, always arrived promptly. They allowed us to run a community center in the Old District, offering after-school programs, basic adult education, and hot meals for children.
What Mr. Marley was paying for, Mr. Scrooge, was for us to keep quiet about how those children ended up in such dire straits. He was involved indirectly in some rather aggressive real estate foreclosures in that neighborhood. Families displaced, homes lost. The money was our way of trying to pick up the pieces, without pointing fingers publicly. Mr. Marley was satisfied with
So you admit it? Blackmail? You're here to extort me!
We're not extorting anyone, Mr. Scrooge.
You think now the old fool's gone, you can squeeze his successor for his past indiscretions?
We're simply stating that a significant portion of our funding has ceased, and without it, those children, that community, will suffer. We're just trying to continue the good work.
Good work?
Work that Mr. Marley, however begrudgingly, facilitated.
You call enabling idleness and supporting failure good work? It's now easier to attack a dead man who can't defend himself, is it? Well, I won't be extorted. Not for a man whose poor judgment allowed himself to be fleeced, and certainly not for idle people who can't afford to make themselves merry. Let them pick themselves up by their bootstraps. There will be no more contributions from this office. Good day.
You, sir, are by far the coldest, most miserable, most utterly barren piece of humanity I have ever had the displeasure of meeting. You are...
Eleanor! Good day, Mr. Scrooge. May your boundless greed be the only company you keep this Christmas.
Christmas.
I'm back. Ruined. Utterly ruined. What began as a perfectly efficient day, now polluted by sentiment and baseless demands. Humbug. And they'll keep coming. The moment one leaves, another one arrives with their hand out or their vapid chair. This office, this sanctuary of solvency, becomes a magnet for the idle and the ungrateful. I will not endure it. Cratchit! Cratchit!
Sir?
Get the car. I'm going home now.
It's only 4 o'clock.
I am aware of the time, Cratchit. Are you disputing my instructions? The day is awash. I will not sit here and be subjected to further unsolicited visitors. Get the car ready immediately.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge.
Right away, sir.
The day's business was concluded, but for Ebenezer Scrooge, the irritation of the morning's unwelcome visitors still festered. Bob Cratchit, navigating the sleek vehicle through the darkening city streets, kept his gaze fixed on the road, acutely aware of the simmering presence in the back seat.
Those insolent do-gooders, demanding funds as if wealth were a public utility. Beggars, all of them, parading their so-called charity in front of my offices, as if I'd simply hand over perfectly good capital for their sentimental foolishness. Disgraceful.
It is nearly Christmas, sir. Some people do genuinely feel a call to generosity during the season. There's a spirit to it.
Spirit? Ha! The humbug. Generosity is for fools, Cratchit. A weakness, nothing more. A drain on resources. A waste of good capital that could be put to productive use. They do better to pull themselves up by their own bootstraps than beg from those who've actually built something.
Mr. Scrooge, regarding tomorrow, Christmas Day, sir, would you require my services?
Christmas Day? And you expect to be paid for doing nothing? For idling about? What right have you to demand wages for a day's absence, Cratchit? As if my firm runs itself while its employees are off gallivanting? It's a day when the financial markets are closed, not an excuse for leisure at my expense. My answer is no.
But Mr. Scrooge, it's the holiday. My eldest is coming home from university. I haven't seen her in weeks. And it's the first holiday all year that Tim isn't in a hospital, sir. I'll just hoping for a quiet day at home.
The 25th of December. Every year it's the same. A man's forced to put his hand in his pocket and pay a man's wages for doing nothing. It's like picking my pocket, Cratchit. Picking my pocket every single Christmas day. And there's never a complaint. But should I dock your pay, say a mere $5 due to our early departure tonight, the uproar would be insufferable.
It's not at all an uncommon request. It's Christmas. It's an expectation, sir.
Very well, Cratchit. You may take the day, but be here all the earlier the next morning. I expect you to make up for lost time, and then some.
Thank you, Mr. Scrooge. Absolutely, sir. I'll be here. You can count on it. Merry Christmas, Mr.
The car came to a smooth stop. Scrooge, without a word, pushed open the door and stepped out, a lone figure amidst the deepening gloom of Christmas Eve. Scrooge moved swiftly to his heavy front door, its polished brass knocker gleaming dully in the faint streetlight. His hand reached for the key, a familiar, almost ritualistic gesture. But then, the knocker shifted. For a chilling moment, the face of Jacob Marley had stared back at him from the very brass of his front door.
Humbug. It's impossible. No. My eyes are merely playing tricks in the light.
Shaking his head, Scrooge quickly unlocked the door and slipped inside, eager to escape the unnerving illusions. Inside, the silence of the vast, cold house enveloped him. He didn't bother with the main overhead lights. Their cost prohibitively expensive in his mind. He moved through the heavy gloom of his sparsely furnished estate, his footstep echoing softly on the bare, cold floor as he headed directly for his study. A single, dim table lamp cast long dancing shadows as he entered. His path led to a cavernous sitting room, dominated by a large, unadorned hearth.
Oatmeal, coffee, rice. Yep. All the necessities. A full meal for a single kettle. Who needs a lavish spread when simplicity suffices? No need to overspend on such frivolities.
As the kettle whistled for his meager provisions, he settled in his usual armchair, the cold air clinging to him. The warmth from his tiny, grudging fire barely reached his outstretched hands. The profound silence of the house began to twist, punctuated by sounds that had no earthly explanation.
Humbug. Old house settling. It's nothing more than drafts playing tricks, yes. That's it. What the... Who could possibly be calling at this hour? Another one of those beggars?
The doorbell, a relic seldom touched, shrieked a summons from the empty hall. The cacophony intensified, pulling him from his seat.
Yeah. Nonsense. I'm not expecting anyone. Faulty wiring, yes. That's all it is.
Yet, despite his protests, an undeniable pull, a terrifying curiosity, drew him towards the source of the commotion. The very air around him grew heavy, charged with an unnatural chill. And there, standing before him, was Jacob Marley. Translucent, shimmering with a cold pale light. His jaw unnaturally dropped and bound from head to foot in colossal chains forged from ledgers, heavy cash boxes, old rotary phones, tangled modem cables, and defunct hard drives. The very air vibrated with his agony. Scrooge recoiled, a primal terror seizing him.
Marley? But you're dead. It's impossible. Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Can you sit down?
I can. You don't believe in me.
No, I don't. Marley! Please.
What evidence do you require?
I don't know.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because a little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheat. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, and a cooked oatmeal. Perhaps the coffee is spoiled. Oh, mercy, dreadful apparition. Please, why do you trouble me?
Do you believe in me or not, Ebenezer?
I do. I must. But why are you here to haunt me?
We're all meant to reach out, to help one another, to be part of the world. If you choose to shut yourself away in life, you won't escape it. You'll carry that burden long after death.
You're bound in chains and irons. Tell me, why?
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. I forged this cursed heavy chain of my own free will. And the choices I made in life only make them heavier, longer.
Jacob, oh Jacob Marley, please, do not speak of such things.
Tell me you are proud of the legacy I continue to build.
I have no pride or sympathy for your actions, Scrooge. I am ashamed now of the cruel, unkind, isolated life I lived. And because of my choices in life, I cannot rest. I cannot linger anywhere. I never lived my life for anything more than our office and business, Ebenezer. And because of it, I have no future other than to suffer for the misery and misfortune I inflicted upon others.
But you were always a good man of business.
Business? Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, benevolence were all my business. At this time of the rolling year, I suffer most.
Jacob, please! Tell me what you want of me!
I am here tonight to warn you. You have yet a chance and a hope of escaping my fate.
You were always a good friend to me. Thank you, Jacob.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Expect the first when the bell tolls 1, the second at 2.
Can I not visit them all at once, Jacob?
The third will visit upon the final stroke of the hour. Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Look to see me no more.
Marley floated backward toward the window. At his signal, it opened wide, and Scrooge heard a mournful dirge fill the air. Scrooge crept to the window. The air teemed with phantoms, all bound in chains. He recognized many. Scrooge, exhausted, stumbled to bed without undressing, and fell asleep in an instant.
And so concludes the first chapter of our tale. Hammond Audio Dramas proudly presents Act 1 of A Christmas Carol, based on the novel by Charles Dickens, adapted for audio by Gray Hammond, narrated by Richard Kay, starring Tommy Lynn and J. Hafa Adai, also featuring the voice talents of Majiq, Wintersyve, Gray Hammond, W.R. Hall Jr., Altaz, J.C. Benedict, MiniTaz, Redhead Redemption, Emma F.A., Natalie Jene, and Nicole Anderson. Directed by Wintersyve, produced, mixed, and edited by Tommy Lynn. Music by Sasha End, filmmusic.io. This audio drama was brought to life by a talented and passionate team of creators and actors. We invite you to experience the craft of bringing our stories to life. Find this and other audio dramas from Hammond Audio Dramas at hammonddramas.com. Hammond Audio Dramas is a global web-based collective. All vocals were recorded independently by the cast.